Sophia, I want to change the font size and color of some text. How can I do that? Oh, Romy, you have learnt to do so in Word 2016 too. It is more or less same. It is called formatting. This is very interesting. Please tell me about formatting in Excel 2016. Okay, Romy, let us learn about this in the chapter. Changing the appearance and presentation of the data is called formatting of data. It does not actually change the data, but changes its appearance. Let us learn more about formatting of the data in this chapter. Font formatting. The options of the font formatting are found under the font group on the Home tab. We use the given options to work with the font of the data. The following operations can be performed using the font group: changing font size, changing font color, changing text style. Let us learn to do font formatting. Changing font. We can change the font of our worksheet. Before changing the font, let us enter some data in the worksheet. The steps to change the font of the data are as follows. Step 1. Select the required data. Step 2. Click on the drop-down arrow of the font option in the font group on the Home tab. A drop-down list of fonts will appear. Step 3. Select a font from the list which you want to apply. The font of the data will get changed. Changing font size. We can increase or decrease the size of the font as required. For example, we can make the worksheet title larger than the rest of the data, or we can resize the entire worksheet to a more legible font size, making the data easier to read. The steps to change the font size of the data are as follows. Step 1. Select the required data. Step 2. Click on the drop-down arrow of the font size option in the font group on the Home tab. Step 3. Select the font size that you want to apply. The font size will get changed. Changing font color. We can also apply different colors to the data in a cell. The steps to change the font color of the data are as follows. Step 1. Select the required data. Step 2. Click on the Home tab. Step 3. Click on the drop-down arrow of the font color option in the font group on the Home tab. A gallery of colors appears. Click on More Colors to get Colors dialog box. Step 4. Select the font color that you want to apply. The font color will get changed. Changing text style. Changing the text style means making the data bold, italics, or underlined. We can emphasize the contents using text styles. The steps to change the text style are as follows. Step 1. Select the required data. In Step 2, in the font group on the Home tab, click on any one of the following options. Bold to make the text bold, italics to italicize the text, underline to underline the text. To make the text underlined, we can also click the arrow next to underline and select underline or double underline as required. The text style will get changed. To remove bold, italic or underline style, repeat the above two steps. Changing the background color. We have learned to add colors to the data. We can also add colors in the background of a cell or group of cells. The steps to change the background color are as follows. Step 1. Select the cell or range of cells where we want to change the background color. In Step 2, click on the down arrow of the Fill Color option in the Font group on the Home tab. A drop-down list of colors will appear. Step 3. Select the color we want to apply. The background color will get changed. Adding a border. We can quickly add a border around cells or ranges of cells by using predefined border styles. This will separate the data from the surrounding cells and define the contents more clearly. The steps to add the border around cells or range of cells are as follows. Step 1. Select the cells or range of cells where we want to add border. In Step 2, in the Font group on the Home tab, click on the down arrow of the Borders option. The Borders list will appear. Step 3. Click on the required border style. Excel immediately assigns borders to cell or the range of cells. To deselect cells, click on any other cell. To remove the border from the cells, repeat steps 1 and 2 and select No Border in Step 3. Changing alignment of data. Positioning the data within a cell is called alignment of data. We can align the text in 3 ways: left align, center align, right align. In Excel 2016, the numbers are right aligned and the text is left aligned by default. Bottom align, middle align, top align. Orientation, wrap text, merge and center, increase indent, decrease indent, align text left, align text center, align text right. The steps to apply alignment are as follows. Step 1. Select the required data. In Step 2, in the Alignment group on the Home tab, click on any one of the options in the vertical alignment or the horizontal alignment. The alignment will be applied to the data. Orientation of data. Many times, it becomes important to change the direction of the text in a cell. This is called orientation of data. Format Cell option helps us to change the orientation of data into a cell. The steps for orientation of data are as follows. Step 1. Select the cell containing the text. Step 2. Right-click on that cell and choose Format Cells option from the menu. The Format Cells dialog box appears. Step 3. Under Alignment tab, there is Orientation box. In the Orientation box, we will find a clock needle-shaped line that carries the word text. Step 4. Drag this line to fix the orientation of the data as required. Step 5. Click on the OK button. The selected text will appear tilted at the required angle. Working with long text. Often we choose to type data in a cell that exceeds the column width. In such cases, if there is no data in the adjacent cell, Excel 2016 allows the data to remain visible across the cells. If we want the text to appear on multiple lines in a cell, we can format the cells so that the text wraps automatically, or we can enter a manual line break. There are many ways in which long text can be dealt with. Changing the column width. To deal with a long text, we can change the width of the column also. The steps to change the column width are as follows. First, move the pointer on the right border of the cell that contains the data. Step 2, click and drag to increase the column width, or we can also double-click to allow the column width to fit automatically. Wrap text. Wrap text feature allows us to display data in multiple lines within a cell. Wrapping text in a cell does not affect other cells. The steps to wrap text are as follows. Step 1. Select the cells on which we want to wrap text. Step 2. On the Home tab in the Alignment group, click on the Wrap Text option. The text will appear on multiple lines in a cell. Merging and centering data. Merge and center option of the Alignment group on the Home tab is used to quickly merge and center data across several columns on the worksheet. This feature allows us to combine multiple cells into one. It also center aligns the text. The steps to merge and center align the text are as follows. First, select the cells we want to merge and center align. Step 2. In the Alignment group on the Home tab, click on the Merge and Center option. The cells will be merged in a row or column, and the cell content will be centered in the merged cell. Number formatting. In Excel 2016, we can even format numbers. Number formatting means to change the appearance of numbers without changing its value. For example, specifying the number of decimal places, adding commas, adding a currency sign, displaying number as percentage, and much more. All these options are present in the number group on the Home tab. The steps to specify the number in decimal places and add comma to long numbers are as follows. Step 1. Select the cell. Step 2. Click on the dialog box launcher next to the number group. The Format Cells dialog box will appear. Step 3. In the category list, click on the number option. Step 4. Enter 2 in the decimal places box. This will add 2 places after the decimal. In step 5, click on the Use 1000 separator, comma, checkbox to separate digits by a thousands, comma. The above steps will display a simple number with 2 decimal places and with a comma. For example, if the number was 567890, then it will be displayed as 567,890.00. But the formula bar will still display this formatted number as plain number, which is 567890. This is because the change is only in the way the number is represented in the cell, not in its actual value. In the same way, we can change or add currency and percentage, etc. Date and time formatting. Date and time can be displayed in a variety of ways in MS Excel. When we type date and time in a cell, it appears in a default date and time format. We can format date and time as we type. The steps to format date and time are as follows. Step 1. Select the cells that we want to format for date and time. Step 2. On the Home tab, in the Number group, click on the dialog box launcher next to the Number group. The Format Cells dialog box will appear. Step 3. In the Category list, click on the Date and Time option. Step 4. In the Type list, click on the date and time format that we want to use. Step 5. Click on the OK button. We will get the desired date and time. Cell styles. There are pre-designed cell styles in Excel 2016 which we can use rather than formatting cells manually. We can quickly format different parts of a worksheet, for example, titles and headings. The steps to apply pre-designed cell styles are as follows. Step 1. Select the cells on which we want to apply cell styles. Step 2. Click on the Cell Styles option in the Styles group on the Home tab. A Cell Styles gallery will appear. We will get a live preview of the format when we move the pointer on the styles. Step 3. Select the desired style from the gallery and click on that style. It will reflect on the selected cells. Creating series and autofill. Pattern-based data is recognized by Excel instantaneously and can be used to fill up data automatically. The Excel autofill feature can be used to populate a range of cells with either a repeated value or a series of numeric values. For example, number series, dates, days of the week, months of a year, etc. Autofill using one starting cell value. The steps to use this simple Excel autofill using one starting cell value are as follows. Step 1. Enter a value into the first cell. Step 2. Use the mouse to drag the fill handle, the small black square at the bottom right of the start cell, across the range of cells to be filled. Step 3. When we drag the fill handle across the range of cells to be filled, Excel will fill the selected cells by either repeating the value in the first cell or by inserting a sequence from the first cell value. For example, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Step 4. Click on the Autofill options box, which will appear at the end of the selected range of cells. This will give us the following different options. Copy cells, to copy the initial cell across the selected range, and Fill series, to fill the selected range with a series starting with the initial cell value. Fill formatting only, to fill the selected range with the formatting but not the values of the initial cell. Fill without formatting, to fill the selected range with values but not copying the formatting from the initial cell. Flash fill, to identify the data fill pattern is used frequently in a worksheet and to fill the remaining series accordingly. Autofill using more than one starting cell values. If we want Excel to recognize a series that is not a simple increment by 1, this can be done by typing the first two values of the series into the first and second cells of a range. To do so, the steps are as follows. Step 1. Select both of these cells. Step 2. Drag the fill handle across the range to be filled. Excel will automatically recognize the pattern from the two initial cells and continue this across the selected range. Using this method, we can get Excel to fill cells by an increment or a decrement of any number. Alternatively, if we want to fill cells with repeated alternating values, for example 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 6 and so on, we can start off the pattern in first two or more cells. Then, with the initial cells highlighted, drag the fill handle and then click on the Autofill options box. Within this box, select the option Copy Cells to repeat the initial cell values across the selected range. Autofill dates and times. As dates and times are stored in Excel as numbers, these can also be used with the Autofill feature. By default, if we just type in a single date or time and drag the fill handle, dates and times will complete in a series by adding 1 day for dates or 1 hour for time. Time has the same 4 autofill options as discussed earlier for simpler numbers. However, for dates, there are additional autofill options. Apart from the 4 options for simple numbers, there are also the following. Fill days. Look for a pattern in the day when filling the selected cells. Fill weekdays. Look for a pattern in the day when filling the selected cells, but do not include Saturdays or Sundays in the series. Fill months. Look for a pattern in the month when filling the selected cells. Fill years. Look for a pattern in the year when filling the select. Autofill text values. The autofill will generally fill a column with text values by repeating the values in the first cells. However, there are some text values that Excel recognizes as part of a series. These are weekdays, months, abbreviated or full names, rank, and other text containing numbers. Horizontal and vertical autofill. The autofill feature also works horizontally across rows as well as vertically down in a column. To use it, simply drag the fill handle across the cells that we want to populate. Custom list. We can also create our own custom series in Excel. We might have noticed that when we type the name of a day or month and we use fill handle, the autofill fills the list automatically. This is because these lists are already stored in the custom lists of Excel. We can also add our own list in the Excel custom lists. There are 2 ways to add our own custom list. First, by importing a list, and second, by typing the list in the Custom Lists dialog box. The steps for adding custom list by importing a list are as follows. Step 1. Type the list in a worksheet. Here we have typed the names of flowers. Step 2. Select the cells containing the list. Step 3. Click on the File tab and then in the menu, click on More. There are two options in this, Feedback and Options. Click on the options. The Excel Options dialog box will appear. Step 4. Click on the Advanced tab in the left pane. The Advanced Options appears in the right pane. Step 5. Click the Edit Custom Lists button in the General section. The Custom Lists dialog box will appear. Step 6. The selected cell range of the list of items are filled in the Import List from Cells text box. Now click on the Import button. All the entries of the names of flowers get highlighted in the List Entries box and the Custom Lists box. Step 7. Click on OK in the Custom Lists dialog box and then in the Excel Options dialog box. Now type any name of a flower from the list in the worksheet and drag the fill handle across the cells to fill the list. The names of the flowers get filled. The steps for adding custom list by typing the list in Custom Lists dialog box are as follows. Step 1. Open the Custom Lists dialog box and click on the New List under the Custom Lists box. Step 2. Type the list in the List Entries box in the desired order, pressing the Enter key after each list item. Step 3. Click on the Add button. The new list appears in the Custom Lists box. Step 4. Click on OK in the Custom Lists dialog box and then in the Excel Options dialog box. Now type any name of a flower from the list in the worksheet and drag the fill handle across the cells to fill the list. The name of the flowers get filled. Dictionary. Alignment. Alignment means positioning the data within a cell. Active cell, a cell that is currently selected. Fill handle, the small black square that appears at the bottom right of the Start cell. Let's refresh. Formatting means changing the appearance and presentation of the data. We can apply different colors to the data in a cell. Changing the text style means making the data bold, italicized or underlined. Alignment means positioning the data within a cell. We can align text in 3 ways: left align, center align, right align. With number formatting, we can specify the number of decimal places, add commas, add a currency sign, and display the number as a percentage. There are pre-designed cell styles for formatting data in Excel manually. The Autofill feature of Excel lets us quickly enter a predefined series of data. The 2 ways to add custom list in Excel are by importing a list and by typing the list in the Custom List dialog box.